it's Nina. Thanks for joining me today for a not a card project. We're going to be creating a vignette using some Simon Says stamp, memory box, and Tim Holtz products, and this is perfect for the upcoming spring and Easter season. Now I'm going to preface this video is that I am not a true mixed media artist, but that doesn't mean I can't have fun with mixed media products and make something really cool as a home decor project. So let's take one of the Tim Holtz vignette trays, and we're going to use this to make our spring vignette. My plan is to first stain the inside of this vignette tray. And to do that, I'm going to use some Distress spray stain. And I'm using walnut stain for this particular project. I'll apply this down inside of my vignette tray, more because I felt I was going to be covering the entire inside of this tray, so I didn't want to have to go through the trouble of putting this into a container to pick out the stain from. If I just apply it right into the tray, it makes it super easy. And I'm using an old brush here to apply the stain. You could apply this with a cloth or a brush, however you want. I chose to use a brush today. I'm going to uncover the entire inside of this vignette tray with this stain, giving it a really nice dark coating so it has a beautiful finish to it. I'm also going to coat the sides of the inside. This is so that way when you look at the vignette, you're going to see that beautiful stain all the way around the edges. To apply it to the edges of the inside of the vignette tray, I will put it into a small container. I'm going to use this ceramic palette. I'll pick up the stain and then carefully brush it onto the sides. Once my vignette tray is completely stained, we're going to set this aside to dry. While I let that dry, I'll work on creating the bunny that's going to be the main focal point of our decor piece. I have this piece of pattern paper from the Simple Stories Cozy Days pattern paper collection. I love plaid for spring, and I thought this would be a really great piece of pattern paper to cut my bunny from. But I'm not going to just cut him from pattern paper. I'm also going to cut him from some white cardstock, and I'll cut him twice out of Simon Says stamp white cardstock. This is so that I can glue these together and create a stacked die cut that will be a little bit more sturdier than just one layer of the paper bunny. When I apply all three together, he has a really nice thick and sturdy feel to him. Once my vignette tray was completely dry from the staining, it's time to add some detail to the outside. And this time I'm going to use some color and a little bit of paste. I'm masking off the edges of my vignette tray as I do each side. This is so that way it gets a really nice crisp edge, but you could skip this if you feel more comfortable without the masking. It's totally your preference. Now, when I was thinking about what color I wanted to do for the outside, I was thinking of Easter eggs, and I wanted something more like a robin's egg Easter egg color, something really spring-like. So I'm going to mix speckled egg and bundled sage Distress Reinkers with crackle texture paste. What I'm doing is I'm basically making my own paint, so to speak. It's going to allow me to paint this paste onto the edges of my vignette tray to create a crackle paint. I love adding texture and distressing to certain projects that I'm working on, but I like it in a very clean and simple form. So the only distressing I'm doing to my project today is on the outside frame of my vignette tray. So I'm applying this paste paint onto both of the long sides first of my vignette tray. And I'm going to set this aside to completely dry before I move on to painting the other two sides of my tray. I will take the tape off before it dries so that way the tape doesn't get stuck to the paste. And once this dries, this will create a really cool texture, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. Once I did all four sides, then I brought in that same paste that I made up with the crackle paste and the Reinkers, and I'm going to apply it to this front edge of the tray. I had contemplated not doing that, but in the end I decided I really wanted that beautiful greenish blue color to continue to the front. So I carefully applied this to the front side of my vignette tray, and I really love that look along the edge. It creates a nice little framing for my bunny scene. Now I want to show you a close-up look of how that crackle dries. This crackle texture paste has a really awesome effect. It looks vintage when you apply it to a vignette tray like this. When it dries, it crackles, and some of it you can rub off in the cases that I've done here to create the effect of an old frame that had paint on it and it's now wearing and has a really beautiful finish to it. I love that look. I love vintage things, and I think it's really fun to be able to incorporate that into this project. So my tray is completely dry. I let this dry completely overnight after doing all the different painting, and now I'm ready to decorate it. I brought out my bunny here, and I'm going to pop him up off of the vignette tray with a little bit of foam tape. I did 3 layers of foam tape so he has a really nice lift off of the tray. He's going to get glued somewhere along the top portion here, and then along the bottom is where I'm going to add the greeting for my vignette tray. My plan was to embellish this bunny with a few extra details, one of which is a pom-pom on his tail. I love adding pom-poms to any die-cut bunnies that I create for spring and Easter. I think it's just adorable, and it's a really fun way to add some dimension to your die cuts. In addition to the pom-pom, I also pulled out some flowers from Prima, and I'm going to glue these along the back side of the bunny. I think these will look really nice and add to that spring feel. They match the outside frame color of this vignette tray, and it also adds a nice pop of spring color. I'm using the word Spring Blessings from Simon Says Stamp's Spring Blessing die, and I'm going to cut this 4 times from some pale rose cardstock from Basil. And I'm going to go ahead and stack all these up to create a dimensional sentiment. And by the way, all the products that I'm using today in this video are linked down in the video description below. So all you have to do is click see more, and you'll be able to find every product that I was using today, including the vignette tray, the crackle paste, the flowers, the bunny, you name it, it's all there. So for the flowers, I'm going to glue these down with Connect Glue. I'm using that same glue to adhere my sentiment together, and because these flowers are paper, they work really well with this Connect Glue too, so I don't need anything special for this. I also brought in some sparkling moonshine sequins from Simon Says Stamp to tuck in and around my bunny and my vignette tray. This looks really nice. I love adding sparkles, so for me, this is totally something I wanted to make sure to include on this project. It adds a nice bit of shine to the finished project, and I just love how this vignette tray turned out. I'm going to be displaying this in my living room for the spring and Easter season, and I think it is super cute. Now you could change up the colors, you could change up what image you use, although I think the bunny is really cute. You could play around with different pattern papers, have fun with it. I think this vignette tray would be a really fun project, and even the most beginner of mixed media enthusiasts could make this project. So I hope you enjoyed. I will be back very soon with more to share, but until next time, please be sure to watch the videos that we have on screen. You can also find these products and more over at simonsaysstamp.com, and be sure to subscribe for additional inspiration. Thanks for tuning in.